Jeremiah chapter 50 in verse 22, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction.
I sure hope they're paying attention because Vladimir Putin has just issued what can only be described as a chilling warning involving nuclear weapons, global world order, and NATO's continued provocation. Oh, and that NATO lie that Russia launched an unprovoked war against Ukraine. Yeah, that lie is now crumbling right before our eyes. We've got a few big stories that are unfolding this weekend that I want to bring to you. So while Russia had nuclear submarines off the Florida coast this week and Putin was laying out a nuclear policy with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, the White House was busy doing important work for Pride Month, inviting men in dresses to stage fake press conferences in the White House press briefing room.
JVN.
Oh, yes.
Is it true that is all your natural hair?
Yes, I can confirm that this is not a wig.
Follow-up question. Do you use your own products?
So now you know why the world doesn't take us seriously anymore. But over to someone who people are taking seriously, and that's Vladimir Putin right now. So Asia rolled out the red carpet for Putin this week during his Asia tour, which included stops in North Korea, Vietnam. Putin dropped a bombshell, both metaphorically and potentially literally. He called out NATO, citing recent escalations and threats. He's signaling a potential change to Russia's nuclear deterrence policy. And he said defeat in Ukraine would mean the end of Russia. A defeat in Ukraine would mean the end of Russia. So that's not going to happen despite what NATO thinks.
I think Zelensky and his friends will obviously know when there are Russian tanks in Kiev. I'm afraid that's what it's probably going to take. And I think Mr. Putin has figured that out. And I sense that something really big is coming.
This is a major
All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach and rule well, peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity, teaching the names of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and prophesying against Mount Seir. I am the brother Abal Gabar from the Camp Company of Prophets here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with another lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elect. Warning, America is about to crash. Russia will nuke America soon. Okay, we know that this all ties in with biblical prophecy. We're going to keep touching on these prophecies concerning World War III, the famine of the word, the digital currency, the market of beast, all right, the lockdowns, the FEMA camps, all right, the UN troops, everything's, coming down the pipe quick, okay? The civil wars, all right, and you heard from the post-production video, which this is from the channel Redacted. I'm gonna play a little bit more, but Russia's done had enough, man. Okay, and you got America pretty much calling the shots on what's going on in Ukraine, and behind the scenes. So when you really piece the puzzle together, America is really the one that's, pulling the strings behind Ukraine, man. America's funding Ukraine with all this money, with weapons to attack Russia. So then you got to ask yourself, who really is attacking Russia? Okay, and I'm also going to play a little bit of full spectrum survival. All right. And you saw in the video, man, while Putin was over there meeting with Kim Jong-un, you had this folly right here taking place in America promoting Pride Month. And this is why the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. Okay. And this is also why this place is called spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right. And let me grab a scripture real quick. This is the book of 2 Peter 2 in verse 5. It says, and spared not the old world, all right, and this is going into what the Lord did, okay, during the time of the flood. And when you look at the time of the flood, a lot of similarities take place to what's happening today on this earth right now. That's why Yahweh Shai, he even said, as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. They were eating and drinking, marrying, giving in marriage. So the same things that were happening back then are happening now, but now it's worse, okay? It's even more wicked and defiled. And that's why the Lord is going to send judgment. That's why this place, America, will be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles, according to Bible prophecy. And Russia is going to play a major part in that. Okay. Gog and Magog, okay, is going to take this place out, which really is Gog from the land of Gog. Okay. Russia. All right. And all these other nations, even America's allies, we know the scriptures say in Revelation, the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, the whore represents America that sitteth upon many waters. This place, America, is labeled as a whore. Okay, and all these nations are in bed with this whore. Okay, America has made these nations rich because America is a consumer nation, consuming all the goods. But soon, all these nations, they about to turn on America, man. Okay, but 2 Peter 2:5, it says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And that's, the same thing that's happening now. You brothers out there that are prophesying, what are we doing? We prophesying the end of this place. Okay, we're preaching righteousness. Okay, we telling you that God is against Moses. We telling you that God is against the Pride Month. Okay, God is against America and Esau. Okay. It says, verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow. And remember, America is labeled spiritual Sodom in Egypt because sodomy is promoted. They got this whole Pride Month going on. And it's like these moles are, growing in numbers, man. Okay. It's like fucking, roaches, man. They just keep growing and growing and growing. Everywhere you walk outside, you see a damn a transformer, man. Shit is sick. This is why this place is going to go out the way it's going to go out. It's going to go out by fire, man. All right. And this place, America, the scriptures tell you the city of confusion, which is America. This right here is pure confusion. What you see on the screen right here, this is pure confusion. Okay. America is the city of confusion, and this place is being broken down. Okay. Inflation is at an all-time high. People being homeless is at an all-time high. People losing their jobs. So America is done, man. It's only a matter of time before this place completely crumbles from the inside out. Okay. But it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And that's like us. Okay. Hey, we would represent Lot. Okay. Because we're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All the wickedness taking place, it vexes us, it angers us, it makes us upset. Okay, so we rejoice when we see that, the rumors of wars and the crash of this place is coming, because that means our Lord is coming back to restore righteousness on this earth, man. All right. Job 9:24 tells you that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Okay, and Esau, Edom, the devil, the Bible speaks of. This devil right here, look, the long hair Mo, is ruling the earth. Okay, look at this. So while Russia and Kim Jong-un were making war deals, this is what America was into.
Can confirm that this is not a wig.
Follow-up question, do you use your own products?
So now you know why the world doesn't take us seriously anymore.
Damn right. Nobody's taking America seriously no more, man. All right, now let me go ahead and play this video from let me see, Full Spectrum Survival. Listen to this, okay?
Mexico, when working with Russia, can attack the USA. Jake Bro, a former U.S. Air Force nuclear and missile operations officer, stated on reporting outlets that this, and what is being said, is insane. Days prior to that, Russian media suggested that Moscow should deploy their nuclear-capable missiles in the Caribbean in response to NATO countries giving Ukraine, which they did. Did you see that Ukrainian attack? Now, here's what happened. So we have our Air Force, the United States Air Force, our satellites.
Now, listen to this closely to give you a little bit more heads up of what's really going on with Russia and Ukraine. Remember, America is backing Ukraine with billions of dollars, okay, and weapons. So then you got to ask yourself, who's really at war with Russia?
Our military men. They're the ones who are saying, okay, you can push that button. They're the ones saying, here is your target. We have found it for you. They're the ones saying, okay, we're going to launch now. And Ukraine just has to call it in. Hey, where's that target? Hey, where should we attack? Hey, where should we this? So who's really at war against Russia? And now after that attack just came out on the beach that took out some children, took out some family members, these people, I saw the video. They were enjoying their day at the beach. It was like any Florida beach you would expect, except it's over in Russian territory, Russian-controlled territory. And so the missile came in, scrambling, everybody freaking out. Russia immediately said this was an act of terrorism by the United States of America. And so we're starting to see a linguistic shift from Russia saying Ukraine bad, Russia saying NATO bad, to pointing right at you and saying America is bad. Now, things aren't going to get better until something big pops off, and I hope that you and your family are getting ready to the best of your ability.
All right. And we know the only way to get ready for what's about to happen on this earth is by getting into the scriptures. And if you're not an Israelite numbered amongst the elect, you're through. Ain't no way you can prepare for a nuclear war, man. There's no possible way you can prepare physically for a nuclear war. That's why we getting right spiritually, man. Okay. That's why the Lord said, let me grab this, repent or you shall all likewise perish. Because if you don't repent, you're not going to be saved. Okay. If you're not an Israelite, you have no chance in hell in being saved. Okay. This is, real quick, this is the book of Luke 13:3. I tell you, nay, but except you repent, you shall all likewise perish. So for the ones who are not repenting, who are taking this truth as a joke, they mocking the Hebrew Israelites. Oh, they don't want to be a Hebrew Israelite or whatever. You talking shit. They're through. That's why it tells you in 2 Ezra 15, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. There's no way to prepare for what's about to happen. Okay. This place is about to be utterly destroyed with nukes, man. Okay. This place is through, man. Let me see something real quick. Bear with me. Just trying to find a video real quick. Yeah, let me play this. Shalakia, bear with me. Just looking at something real quick. Let me go ahead and grab these scriptures from the brother. Shalom, King Serving Yahweh Shai 777. Jeremiah 30:23. Behold, the whirlwind of Yahweh goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. Ooh. It says the fierce anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have done it. Okay, and we know that the fierce anger of the Lord is going to come by way of these missiles, man. It says, and until he have performed the intents of his heart, and the latter days you shall consider it. And that's right now we're considering the day of the Lord. Okay, what's about to take place. Okay, and you see how it says, until he have performed the intents of his heart. This is ultimately the will of the Lord, man. There's no getting around what's about to happen. There's no stopping nuclear war. Okay, there's no stopping it. So let me share this. I mean, this is how do you prepare for this? Okay, let me grab this last precept. Isaiah 66:16. For by fire and by his sword, will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slaying of the Lord shall be many. That's right. The killing of the Lord is going to be many. And the Lord is coming with fire in those chariots. Okay. And how is the fire going to come? I'm going to show you right now. This is exactly how the fire is going to come. Check this out. It's an old video, but it's relevant now. Okay.
People are going to work, studying for exams, are lost in their thoughts and daily lives. Right here, a nuclear weapon is detonated and time freezes. The first phase of the explosion happens within less than a second. In a millisecond, a ball of plasma hotter than the sun appears and grows in a fireball to more than 2 kilometers across.
A ball hotter than the sun appears. This is about to happen on this earth, okay? America is going to be completely wiped off of the face of the earth, along with the land of Israel, okay? Because soon the Israelis are going to draw America into World War III, okay? This is all Bible prophecy. This is going to happen whether you want it to happen, you believe it's going to happen or not. So this is, and the title is, What If We Nuke a City? Okay, this is one city. And America as a whole, first of all, America is labeled as a city, but this whole landmass of America is all going to be burnt up by this kind of fire right here. A plasma ball hotter than the sun. And remember, let me grab this real quick. This is the Lord's weapons, okay? The Lord said he created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And actually, I'm going to see something real quick. I want to see what it says in the Bible Hub. All right, so these weapons that we're watching right here, and that we talk about, the nuclear weapons, these are really weapons of Yahushua, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, the weapons of the Lord's indignation to bring forth judgment, to bring forth the lake of fire. Okay, that's why you're supposed to fear the Lord, man. Okay, this is judgment day coming quick, man. All right. So let me go ahead. I'm going to read it in the King James Version first. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. The waster to destroy is these missiles. The Lord is the one who put it in the scientist. Okay, it says, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals. Okay, in the ancient world, you have a blacksmith that would create weapons, you know. The modern day smith is the scientist, okay, that's bringing forth the instrument of what? Nuclear warheads, okay, which is what? The waster to destroy, all right? Let me read it in another version. This is beautiful. NLT, it says, I have created the blacksmith who fans the coals beneath the forge and makes the weapons of destruction. And I have created the armies that destroy. So the Lord is in control of all of this, which goes to show you God is not all love, bro. When the Lord comes back, there's going to be more people that died than that's going to be saved. Do you see this? And these weapons have never been shot off. So even the video that we're watching is just speculation. It's probably going to be even hotter. Okay, so let's keep watching this. Look, this is what happens. This is just a speculation, but keep in mind, this is what the Lord is coming back with. All right.
In a millisecond, a ball of plasma hotter than the sun appears and grows in a fireball to more than 2 kilometers across. Within this ball, everyone is just gone. Think of water dripped onto a very hot pan. A sizzle, and then there's nothing. Most buildings, cars, trees, tacky sculptures, and people, all evaporated. First, the flash.
So it said a plasma ball hotter than the sun grows 2 kilometers, which is like a mile. A mile, just a fucking plasma, like the Lord just dropped the sun on this earth. Okay, it's the type of judgment the Lord is coming back with. This is the scripture. The scriptures tell you that their flesh shall melt away while they stand upon their feet. This is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Hey, Shalom, DJ 144K, Shalom, Shalom. Let me grab his brother's precepts. Malachi 4:1, DJ 144K. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. This is judgment day. The day that Yahushai comes back. Okay, Yahweh sends his only begotten son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He's going to come back, and he's going to come back with these missiles, okay, to bring judgment. And the only ones that are going to be saved out of this destruction is the elect of the nation of Israel. You brothers and you sisters that are faith. that are truly serving the Lord, that truly fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and their judgments. Malachi 4:1, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, which host is armies, okay? Okay, and it said, yeah, as stubble, they're gonna be as stubble. They're gonna be like after you get a pile of sticks, right? And you burn it, and all you see is black ash. That's how these people gonna be. They're gonna be turned to ashes, okay, in this day, man. All right, and Russia's gonna play a major part in this. Let's keep playing this.
An intense tsunami of light washes over the city in an instant. If you happen to have your head pointed in the direction of the explosion, it renders you blind for a few hours. The heat of this light produces a thermal pulse, so energetic and hot that it just burns everything as far as 13 kilometers from the detonation site. What this means is that everything in an area of 500 square kilometers that is able to burn starts burning. Plastic, wood, fabric, hair, and skin. If you happen to be in reach of the thermal pulse, one moment you're on your way to work, the next moment you're on fire.
Ooh.
Take part in the large-scale battles of War Thunder, an epic multiplayer action game with military vehicles. Tanks break through.
Now the moment you're on your way to work, the next moment you're on fire.
Yeah, so let's grab that. The final plague that's coming to this place. This is Zechariah 14:12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And all these nations on the earth, the Chinese, the Japanese, the so-called white man, okay, the Arabs, they've all had a hand in destroying us, man. So this is the judgment that's coming to you ultimately, primarily here in America and the land of Israel. America's the only place that's going to be really wiped off of the face of the earth, completely, utterly destroyed, is America and also the land of Israel. But the land of Israel is going to be built back up, okay? But this land of America, from Florida to California, California to New York City, all that whole, everything, you know, is going to be destroyed, man, okay? By this fire. But it says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Like you heard in the video, 1 second you walk into work, the next second you're on fire. That's the type of judgment that the Lord is coming back with. This is why the Lord ain't to be played with. This is deadly serious. This judgment, everybody's about to meet this fate. This is the reality everybody on earth is about to meet, especially here in America. Everybody's gonna meet the same. This gonna be a one day on earth that's actually gonna happen, and everybody's gonna see this. So whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you got a good job, a bad job, you homeless, you got a family, and on that day, nothing matters but what you did for the Lord. If you haven't done nothing for the Lord, you're probably going to be the guy that's walking to work, and then the next second you're on fire. Okay, that's why you're supposed to be serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Okay, making a sacrifice, you know, making your body a living sacrifice. All right, because we want the Lord to have mercy upon us. Okay, only the elect. The election had to obtain it, and the rest were blinded. Let me grab this real quick. This is why the scriptures tell you, like a wave is greater than a drop. There's going to be many more of them which perish than that's going to be saved. Not a lot of people are going to be saved compared to how much people are going to die in this war, man. All right, but it says 2 Ezra 9:15, I have said before and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Many more people are going to die on this earth than that's going to make it out alive. Okay, and the only way you're going to make it out alive is by being beamed into a chariot. Okay, these so-called UFOs that are flying out, that's the salvation of Israel. Okay, these UFOs, those are the holy angels. Okay. And the only way out of this nuclear destruction, you got to be lifted up. You got to be taken up out of here, man. Okay? Anybody standing on the shores of America when the nukes drop is going to be turned to stubble, to ashes. Okay, let me play a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go back to the full spectrum survival.
Now the second phase begins. It happens in a few seconds. Most people will now first notice that something is wrong, but it's already too late for hundreds of thousands. The flash is followed by the shockwave.
So, you know, everybody's talking, everybody that, you know, people that are not in the truth, that don't know about Yahweh Shem Shai, they're always talking about, well, get you and your family prepared. There's no way you could physically prepare for a nuclear attack, for nuclear warfare. The only way you can prepare is through the scriptures, okay? Through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Shem Shai.
The heat and radiation of the fireball create a bubble of superheated and supercompressed air around it that's now expanding explosively, faster than the speed of sound, creating winds stronger than hurricanes and tornadoes. Human infrastructure is no match for its power. Most major buildings within a kilometer of the fireball are just ground up down to their base. Only steel-reinforced concrete is able to partially resist the pressure. In the surrounding parks where retirees feed the ducks, trees blackened and smoldering from the heat a second before snap like toothpicks. If you're outside, you get tossed away like a grain of dust in a tornado. The shock wave weakens as it travels outwards, but still, about 175 square kilometers of houses collapse like they're made of cards.
And this is happening within seconds. This is weapons of mass destruction created by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Within seconds.
Trapping tens of thousands of people who didn't have any time to react. Gas stations explode and fires spread throughout the rubble. A mushroom cloud made from the remains of the fireball, dust and ash rises kilometers into the sky in the next few minutes.
And even this is described in the scriptures, okay? The mushroom cloud. Scriptures tell you that. This is Revelation 6 and 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And that's talking about these missiles dropping, okay? It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. Okay, like and what John the Revelator is describing is the mushroom cloud. Okay, the heaven departed as a scroll. Okay, that mushroom cloud, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Yeah, because this is going to cause that great earthquake. Okay, the whole earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Let me grab that real quick. This destruction is going to literally shake. It's going to be felt throughout the whole planet Earth. Okay, everybody's going to feel the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 24:20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, right? When you see a drunk person, they're staggering back and forth, okay? They can't walk straight. Well, that's how the earth is going to be. It's going to be shaken back and forth. It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Let me see. I actually want to see what this says too in the Bible Hub. That Bible Hub be good, man. Okay. They what is it? 24:20. I'm gonna finish it. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Let's see what it says. Yeah, NLT. The earth staggers like a drunk. It trembles like a tent in the storm. It falls and will not rise again, for the guilt of its rebellion is very heavy. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, it's the best one. All right. Let me go ahead and play some more of this. Oh, let me see. There's another one too. Isaiah 34:1, it says, come near, you nations, to hear, and hearken, you people. And the Lord is speaking through the prophets, and these videos are worldwide. So everybody's hearing about the Hebrew Israelites. Everybody's hearing about the prophecy of America being destroyed. But you have a lot of people that just don't believe. But at the end of the day, whether you believe or not, Romans 3:3, for what if some did not believe? Just because you don't believe does not mean it's not going to happen. Everybody's going to see this day. Everybody, okay? Your mom, your uncle, your aunties, you know, your family, your cousins, bums on the side of the street, you know, your teachers from school, you know, your college professor. Everybody going to see this day, man, right? It says, let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Okay, this is what the Lord's about to do. Great slaughter. And there's going to be a great slaughter in the land of Basra, okay, which is America. All right. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood by way of this fire. Okay. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, this mushroom cloud. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. And what's the Lord's sword? These missiles. Okay, because these missiles are going to be shot into the atmosphere, and they're going to come back down, and they're going to completely destroy. Okay, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is another way to say Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Right. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, which is talking about America. Okay, and these people, okay, are going to be melted. Okay, they're going to be sacrificed. America right now is like an altar. Okay, and this place is going to be a burnt sacrifice to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's going to be a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, the land of America. All right, hey, shalom to the brother.
And casts a dark shadow over the ruined city. This violently pours in fresh air surrounding the city, destroying more buildings and providing an abundance of oxygen. It depends on the city what happens next. If there's enough fuel, fires may turn into a firestorm that burns the rubble, everybody trapped in it, and people trying to flee the devastation. Up to 21 kilometers from the explosion, people just like you rush to their windows to take pictures of the mushroom cloud, unaware that the shockwave is still coming at them, about to shatter their windows and create a blizzard of sharp glass.
And this is just one nuclear missile. We're talking about 200,000. So there's going to be missiles like this dropping all over America, man. Okay? All over America. This is the judgment of the Lord. All right, and this is what you want to be saved from. You don't want to be in that lake of fire, man. You don't want to be in that lake of fire, okay?
The third phase begins in the coming.
I know for damn well I don't want to be in the lake of fire, and I pray Yahweh Bashem Yahushai have mercy upon me and you, brothers and sisters, man. If we make it out of here alive, man, that's the whole goal. And Lord willing, we be the elect.
Hours and days. We're used to the idea that help will come no matter the disaster. This time is different. A nuclear explosion is like every natural disaster at once.
All right, so you can watch this video. I've done lessons on it before. What if we nuke a city? You can watch that just to get an idea of what happens when one nuclear missile is dropped. Well, there's going to be, 200,000, 200 million missiles going to hit this place, drop on this place. All right. Let me go ahead and I want to play Full Spectrum Survival a little bit, and then we'll grab some more scriptures. All right. Let's see. Yeah, here we go.
You guys better get some backups of your medicine right now. We have pharmacists sending out a red alert warning saying that they are right now experiencing the highest number of drug shortages that they have since the year 2000 began.
So America's running out of medicine. Okay, the city of confusion is being broken down, man. People ain't gonna be able to get their medicine. People are gonna, start dying. You got certain people that, they have certain medicine that they're on that if they don't take it, they'll die. Okay. So don't be surprised if, you got family members that can't get their medicine and they end up dropping dead. All right. So shit ain't going to be getting better, man. As we get closer to Jacob's trouble, shit's going to get uglier and uglier. We are at the end.
In the first 3 months, they say, of this year, there were over 300 active drug shortages. These are life-saving drugs, the things that people are needing when they have liver failure, when they have severe cancer, when they have anything from epinephrine problems, that's an anaphylactic shock reaction, all the way down to just Benadryl. The highest number since the year 2000, according to this research by the University of Utah. The data collected quarterly from reports by doctors sending out alerts, mostly hospital system doctors and pharmacists across the USA, is being verified by contacting drug companies that are confirming these shortages. Now, I started to tell you, and here's a little bit of the behind the scenes, China was going to start squeezing the raw ingredients that go into chemical pharmaceutical drugs. They have over 90% of our world's resources, the raw materials that go into these, the minerals, everything that goes into making your medicine comes from China. Some of it.
Yeah, so you wacky tacky people out here that trust so much in America, you trust so much in, the doctors, you went down, you got the yab, which killed, millions of people. All right. You about to be in for a rude awakening, okay? Especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites that trust in the shadow of Egypt. This place is crumbling, okay? America is about to completely crash. It's going to crash, and it's going to be quick when it happens, okay? This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. Nobody want to hear the prophets. Nobody want to hear the truth. Everybody want to laugh and scoff at the prophets. They want to talk shit about the prophets, right? Okay, so they take counsel, but they don't take counsel of the true prophets. They want to go to the Christian church. They want to hear Joel Osteen, right? They want to hear a bunch of lies. They rather hear lies. It says, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Yeah, they cover. See, these people, these are especially these wacky tacky Americans, and you stupid ass 2/3 Israelites. You covering with Christianity. You covering with lies. You calling on white Jesus, whatever. It says that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, and we know that the mouth of the Lord, pursuant to Luke 1:70, the Lord speaks through the mouth of the prophets. So people aren't asking, majority of the world ain't asking the prophets for answers, okay? They're ignoring the prophets. Majority of the people on earth, they ignore the prophets. They laugh at the prophets. They think we're crazy. They think these guys, they don't got no life. Those guys don't make no money, whatever, But here it is, these men, starting with the elder apostles and us brothers, we have the most valuable knowledge on earth, okay? The knowledge that leads to salvation, to be saved out of this destruction that's coming. There's no way around it. The money that you have is not going to be able to save you from the missiles that are about to drop on this place. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. And Egypt just means bondage. When you go into the word Egypt in the Hebrew is Mizraim, I believe Mizraim, which means bondage, okay? Which America is nothing but modern day Egypt. It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, America. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Yeah, you people that trust so much in this government, you trust so much in the American way. Modern Americans, whether you Democrat or Republican, they both think that America is just going to be here forever. Okay, like it's just never going to be taken out. Well, soon you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Beautiful. Nikequam. Jeremiah 51:29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow. Primarily what? The land of America and also the land of Israel. It says, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon to make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitant. So America is going to be turned to a desert. That's the judgment of this place. Okay. So when this pops off, hundreds of millions of people are going to die, man. Billions of people. And there's only going to be a small remnant, the elect, that's going to be saved out of here, man. All right. Beautiful. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So the Lord don't care how much money you got. Okay. And everybody now in life, everybody's on that paper trail, right? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Everybody got the love of money, which is the root of all evil. Everybody trying to chase after this fucking paper, right? But when these missiles drop, that's not going to profit you nothing. You're not going to be able to buy your salvation, okay? Riches profit not in the day of wrath. When this pops off in the day of wrath, new World War III, you're not going to be able to buy off the Lord. Okay, here it is. You've been wicked your whole life. You haven't even repented. You scoffed the prophets. You laughed. You talked shit. Women, you were selling your body, talking shit, gave the men of the Lord hell. You think you're just going to be able to buy your way, your OnlyFans money? You're fucked. It says, but righteousness delivered from death, being righteous, being holy, making righteous sacrifices, okay, being humble. That's what's going to deliver you from death, man. All right, so I'm playing a little bit more and I'll close it out.
It comes from India, but the majority comes from China. They put the squeeze on it. They're halting exports. They're slowing them down because they know if the American people see that the U.S. government is going against the nation that keeps grandma alive, then the American people will revolt against the American government.
Yeah, and be ready for a civil war, too. It's only a matter of time before this shit is done.
Now, this cause an expected duration, according to one of the reporters, is supposed to last for a very long time. The drugs in short supply include chemotherapy agents, antibiotics, ADHD medication.
Chemotherapy agents. So now all these people that are getting chemo for their cancer, well, one day you might go to chemotherapy and they're going to say, look, hey, we don't have your medicine. All right, sorry.
Pain medications and medications that are used in hospital crash carts for life-saving intervention during cardiac and respiratory arrest. Oof. Now, what do you need to go out in the store and get? Well, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you my idea of a shopping list. You need to get aspirin.
Aspirin ain't going to be able to save you from a nuclear warfare, man. Okay? Aspirin ain't going to be able to save you from famine. All right? 2 Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept. The grape that's going to be kept, this represents the elect, you brothers and sisters of the faith. And my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Okay, so the multitude, majority of these people, they were born in vain. Okay, that's why they do a whole bunch of vanity and bullshit, partying bullshit. So the multitude is going to die. Death is coming upon the multitude. Okay. So this is the times we're coming into, but the elect will be saved out of it. All right. Play a little bit more, and I'm going to close it out.
You need to get ibuprofen. You need to get your vitamins, your minerals. You need to get some things that are like the epinephrine inhalers. I believe they're called they're a rescue inhaler. You can buy them on the store. They took them offline for a while, but you can more active. Why are you not investing in?
All right, well, I mean, that's it. Go ahead and close it out. So, Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. America's about to crash, and ultimately Russia, Ezekiel 38, is going to take this bitch out, man. All right? So, with that, call Lord Yahweh, Shmi Shah. Till next time, Shalom. The water to brothers that tuned in and dropped scriptures. The water. Shalom.